Welcome to the Gatekeepers Podcast with Billy Grove, where the fence world gets real, raw, and unfiltered. Billy's not just an industry leader, he's a hands-on pro who knows what it takes to build quality fences and strong teams. So grab a cold one, settle in, and get ready for straight talk about the trade. Today's show is brought to you by Mr. Fence Academy, National Metal Industries, J.C. Gurry Signs and Decals, and Orlando Hinge Company. If you're looking to hit the next level in your fence company, check out Mr. Fence Academy. Real fencers, real job sites, real training equals real results. And now, live from the Mr. Fence Academy studios, here's your host, Billy Grove.
What is going on, Fence fam? How's everybody doing on this fabulous Tuesday night? Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, all the audio platforms. Hope everybody has had a wonderful past week, and we got a great show lined up for you. Like tonight, guys, we're gonna be talking about job site safety for the summer, staying hydrated, staying safe out there. Also got a couple funny little like stories I'm going to throw in here and there. First and foremost, though, we do got to give a huge shout out to our sponsors who make this happen every single week. First up, we got Mr. Fence Academy. If you are looking to up the level of your fence company and not just the business side, but also the installation side, go check out www.mrfenceacademy.com. Next up, we got National Metal Industries. If you're still looking for like privacy slots for chain link, they got chain link material, vinyl, aluminum, ornamental iron, steel, all that, all plus some fence tools. Go check out www.nmifence.com. Next up, we got J.C. Gurry. If you guys are still looking for fence signs, man, I highly recommend you head on over to J.C. Gurry's website, and that's jcgurry.com. All the signs come with Mylar lamination. Keep them looking clean and crisp. Last but not least, we have Orlando Hinge Company, a.k.a. the Swan Hinge. If y'all are still struggling with uphill swing gates for like double drives, and you're leaving big gaps or making nasty cuts, I highly recommend you go to www.swanhinge.com. Check them out. They work fabulous, flawlessly, and the clients love them, man. www.swanhinge.com. All right, boom. So we're going to get to it. It's going to be short but sweet. I got a couple funny stories. I'm going to like start off with one that happened to me actually yesterday. But the topic for tonight is job site safety in the summertime, man. Being prepared for this heat. If you guys are not used to working in the heat, if you need a refresher, all that. So here we go. First up though, I do want to tell my little story that that actually translates into the professional world as well. So yesterday I was out fishing, and I go pier fishing. I love pier fishing. I love being able to watch the fish like swim in from like 20 feet above, and it's freaking great, right? So whenever that happens, you get all super excited, and that happened. I was like throwing on some bluefish and some like Spanish mackerel, and it was like, I don't know, I want to say 30 yards away from where my cart was set up with like my pliers and everything. And I threw into the school, pulled out a bluefish, and I was so caught up in the moment and didn't want to walk to my cooler that I tried to pull out a jig, which like has an assist hook at the top on a little rope. And so I tried to do that without pliers, and like bluefish have teeth as well, real sharp teeth. And so I was just caught up in the moment of the huge school swimming through, and I had been there for quite a while with like no bites. So that happened. Pulled it in, had it with my right hand. I was going to go down and grab the top of the lure so I could get control of it, and he shook, and he was connected to the bottom of the treble hook, and he shook and he slung that assist hook around, and it went right here, right into my thumb. Um, and it went pretty deep. It went past the barb. So had to go to the hospital, had to get that taken out. But what I want it to translate into job site safety is because, or like real world, like situations, is like this happens in everyday situations outside of recreational fishing, right? We get caught up in the moment. We're in a rush. We're too lazy to walk 30 yards to go get your pliers. So you want to do it by hand, and then you get a fish hook stuck in your thumb. But it all translates into the real world as well. Like I said, just those times whenever you're feeling like you're getting lazy and you're gonna be doing something unsafe, you should probably not do it. Or like if you're saying like you got the fuck it moment going and you're just gonna leave something that you would not normally leave, take the extra 30 seconds to go and do it and just get it done. Uh that little my hospital trip is probably going to cost me $900 to $1,000 for my laziness and being like caught up in the moment, being excited. But that can also be stressed. That can be irritated, happy. That can be pretty much everything. So, boom, that's how my little story from yesterday is going to translate in to the show tonight. So don't do what I did. Go grab some pliers and take your fish off the lure with, or yeah, take your fish off the lure with some pliers instead of your fingers. But yeah, man. So we're gonna be talking about some like summer safety tips. If you watch the show, you know I'm based out of Florida, so it's hot here in the summer, very, very, very hot. And I get asked a lot how we do it. How we do it for 10, 12 hours a day, and it really just comes to not just being from here, because you know there are people who are from here who can't stand out there for 10 hours, and let alone work out there for 10 hours, right? So a lot of that comes with just taking care of yourself, prepping yourself the night before. Hydrate, hydrate, hydrate. So like not drinking sodas during the day, having like sodies at lunch, like that. Sodies, I just said sodies. Man, I've been hanging around like Nick too much for but like not just what you drink, but also like carb loading. Like those who played high school sports, they know all about that, man. Carb loading the night before a game, eating pasta, eating a lot of bread, eating a lot of heavy carb stuff to prepare you for the day, to give you energy to make it through the entire day. But then we're gonna move on to like, why you're out there. Like a lot of the young guys, and I say young guys just because I just see that happening, will just drink Gatorade all day, man. And I'm like, I'll never see him with a water. I'm like, bro, that's crazy, man. You can't do that. Like, you gotta be, or like you gotta space them out. You gotta have like 4 waters to 1 bottle of Gatorade. You can't just drink Gatorade all day. You got to stay hydrated with some actual water with some electrolytes in it. Um, we drink, let's see, what are they called? Recently, I tried a new one by Ghost. That one was really good. All natural electrolytes, 0 sugar, nothing bad for you. Also, we have Relight at the shop as well. We do that. Pickle juice helps. Jars of pickles in the coolers. Those help for cramps and rapid rehydration as well. So that's also a nice little tip as well. So let's see here. What else do I got in my there we go. Moving on to a more serious one is, heat can be super dangerous. It can cause things such as heat exhaustion, heat stroke, dehydration, like we just talked about, and fatigue. And heat exhaustion is actually, or fatigue is actually one of the symptoms of like heat exhaustion. So making sure that you're being aware of how you're feeling as well, even if you're seasoned in working in hot environments and stuff, making sure that you're just aware of yourself. You don't want to ever stop sweating. Um, once you start getting, or like you start getting dizzy or disoriented, those are all signs of like heat exhaustion. Not good, not good. I always tell my guys, for the most part, we're all grown men except for these young kids that I've been working with lately, 18 and stuff. They're still young men, but I tell them, we're all men out here. If you feel like you're about to faint or get dizzy, or you feel like you need to go sit down for 5 minutes in the shade, I'm not gonna crack the whip on you. I'd rather you do that than die on you, right? So this also goes for foremen out there as well, watching over your guys, making sure that you're not gonna lose Johnny, the new hire who just started, and it's his third day out in the 103-degree temperature with 98% humidity. It probably feels like 120 outside. You gotta just watch over your guys as well. Make sure that they're keeping safe. Uh, that they also know the signs and the symptoms of what can happen. I mean, shit, lots of things can happen whenever you're tired and overheated. You could cut your finger off, you could nail your finger, you could nail your foot, your leg, all that stuff. So just make sure that you're also being careful, but watching over your guys if you are in a leadership role, and just knowing what to look for, I mean, because heat strokes and shit and heat exhaustion is real. I don't care how strong you are, how much you can deadlift, bench press. If it gets to a point and your body says no and you keep going, you're gonna faint or fall out or something. So making sure that you're taking care of your fellow man on the job site as well. And like we talked about earlier, we can't just drink Gatorades all day or body armors all day long. I know the young cats like to do that shit, and it's not good for you in the long run, and it's really not hydrating you any. We also said earlier, making sure that you're drinking water after you get off work as well. I have a hard time with that. I struggle with that because I drink a lot of water all day and I'm tired of just the bland taste. Because even with the little electrolyte packets, I only drink like two a day. You can't have too much of it. Um, but yeah, so it gets bland. I want to have a soda or some tea. So I like struggle with that pretty hard at nighttime whenever I get home. Um, I want a different taste other than just water in my mouth all day. But that's very important. Uh, Also, carb loading as well, making sure that you're eating healthy and not eating Whataburger for lunch and all that shit that's super bad for you. Oh, all right. Let's see. Hmm. Oh, a big thing that I learned last year. Also bringing extra pairs of clothes and extra pairs of socks too, man, because down here in Florida, it gets so hot that it looks like we jumped in swimming pools normally by 9:30, 10 o'clock. Um, and I got a really bad heat rash last year, super bad heat rash, like all over my face and all over my back from my shirt and like wearing a neck gaiter to like block the sun and stuff. But I was wet all day. So make sure you're swapping into like dry clothes too as well. Take care of your feet as well too, because man, without your feet, couldn't be building fence, right? So yeah, that's pretty much all I got for you guys. Like I said, this is gonna be a short one, solo. And just talking about some summer safety tips. But yeah, man, y'all have a wonderful rest of your Tuesday. I got a awesome guest lined up for you guys next week, and I'll see you then. Y'all have a wonderful night. Later, guys.